Scope creep, the bane of marketing agency success. That sneaky little monster that wreaks havoc on your projects, budgets, and sanity.
We'll have clients who are like, hey, can you help with this thing in our backend of our Google Analytics? And we'll be like, and sometimes like we're not careful, it's like, oh yeah, we can do that, and we'll assign it to this person. And before you know it, he's worked 10 hours on that. And it's like, okay, like we didn't invoice the client. That's now just an expense.
But fear not. Today we'll dive deep into the belly of the beast to expose its tricks and hear from agency veterans on scope management techniques that they employ to fight back against this roadblock to success. It's time now to unmask the way of the scope creep and expose its 4 most common disguises. First up, we unmask the most infamous feature creep. Picture this. You're knee-deep in a project delivering exactly what was agreed upon when suddenly your client asks for additional features, functionalities, and deliverables. It can be tempting to please our clients, but we must remember that without proper management, these requests can snowball, stretching resources and jeopardizing project success.
We're always trying to just find out, is what we are doing, are we generating profit off of it? And everything we do is based on hours. So when a client comes to us and says, how much is it to do SEO for us? We go, well, what exactly are you looking to do? And how many hours is it going to take us to do that? And so we're pretty fair and pretty upfront. We say, okay, this is a 10-hour project. This is a 30-hour project. We just want to make sure when we're putting that proposal together for a client that we're building in enough hours that it's profitable for us and also beneficial for the client.
Next, we rip off the fake mustache and expose the devious scope drift. Imagine setting off on a clear path aligned with your client's objectives, only to find yourself veering off course as the project progresses. Scope drift is a silent menace, often caused by evolving project requirements or insufficient project guidelines. Remember the Google Analytics example Rocky mentioned earlier? Your staff needs to be equipped to deal with it, and that's on you.
And so training the team on like when it's okay to do that, how to set proper expectations with clients in terms of amount of time we can dedicate to it, and in some cases, invoicing the client for it, depending on the size of the project and what they're asking for.
The just one more thing that clients introduce frequently last minute, requests or add-ons that were not initially a part of the scope. Sometimes it's okay, and many times it's not. The wisdom is in knowing the difference.
When managing your clients' difficult requests, the biggest challenge is balancing the needs and expectations of the clients while maintaining the scope of your agreement and personal and professional boundaries. It can be tempting to simply bow to every demand, no matter how unreasonable it may be, just for the sake of keeping a client happy. However, this could lead to an unhealthy work environment for you and/or your employees, not to mention lost revenue. Striking that delicate balance between retaining clients while also protecting your business's values is often tricky but essential to success.
Let's now decloak another sneaky villain, scope expansion. You've been there. The client broadens the project objectives and goals midway through its execution, resulting in an expanded scope of work. And the result? Strained agency resources that impact the agency's ability to deliver within the original timeline and budget. Nope, thank you very much, but no.
Communication is key. Be patient and explain simply. Stick to your processes and refer back to the scope of work in terms of service if need be. When a tricky client expects you to work within their time schedule without being mindful of the process, there can be tension. If you try to bend to their expectations, it will cost you time away from your existing client projects and will cause undue stress on your team.
Last but not least, we faced and uncovered the notorious continuous revisions. Clients asking for countless revisions, changes, and tweaks that seem never ending. Exactly what no agency ever needs or wants, ever. This is where your hourly pricing shines.
We price everything hourly, which there's a lot of debate among agency owners of whether to price hourly or not. We do, just because our product is based on time spent doing things. And I don't want to charge you for, X amount when it takes us this amount, and we think that, our hourly pricing reflects the value that you're getting from our team and the institutional knowledge that we have. And it also, I think, really helps the clients understand how long things take, because if you just kind of slap a price tag on something and you're like, oh yeah, okay, this service is going to be $2,000 a month. It's like, okay, for what though? And so we like to kind of, break things out in terms of bullet points. Here's what we're doing. Here's exactly what you're going to get. And then this is the, amount of hours. And this is the, monthly price based on that number of hours. We don't track hours. So if we go under or over, we almost always go over, of course, but it's not something usually that we will upcharge the client on. It's more like, okay, approximately this is how much time it's going to take every month for us to do this.
Educating the client is how you avoid expensive and continuous revision cycles.
Especially for, a client that doesn't know anything about marketing, they may not know that it actually takes, usually over an hour just to create one social media post for multiple platforms and find all the correct tags and add the hashtags and format it differently for LinkedIn versus Instagram versus Facebook. And so that it also kind of helps us market our work and show, hey, this is, the enormous amount of effort that goes behind a lot of things.
In fact, client education and setting expectations right is key to avoid these sneaky scope creeps from dragging your agency down. Some agencies build it into the pricing model.
The pricing model we use is a monthly retainer for ongoing SEO services and a one-time fee for Jumpstart, remediation, and audit services. This model works for our business and our clients because it eliminates costly surprises. The retainer offers clients a predictable cost and allows us to budget our hours and staff accordingly. Knowing that we have hours to work with allows us to plan future strategies, experiments, and tasks in advance. Our Jumpstart, remediation, and audit services are all offered with a clearly defined scope, so we are able to offer a fixed fee. This allows our clients to know exactly what they will be getting and how much it will cost, and provides our team with the clarity to deliver on time and on budget.
However, many times it's just best to be direct. It'll save your team and yourself from many lost nights.
The biggest challenge in dealing with difficult client requests is reminding them that their request is out of the scope of our agreement. But I will admit, this is my go-to response, even though it's not an easy conversation.
There you have it, the 4 scope creep rascals exposed as we promised. Hope you recognize them when they strike. You can find more on this topic in this article right here. The link is down in the description below. And while you're still here, here's a tip from agency owners that do client reporting smarter, not harder. Sign up for a free trial of AgencyAnalytics. Find the link in the description below. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and hit that bell notification button to stay updated with our future videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.